Hi everyone, Paul from the Barbecue Guy. Today we are going to be trimming and preparing a pork Boston butt, which is a collar butt in some places. It is a pork shoulder. It is a square cut pork shoulder. There are so many different names to it. People get so confused over it. They go, pork butt, is that from the rear end like the rectum? No, that'd be coming close to a ham. It's basically a shoulder. It's still got the scapula in there. When it's cooked perfectly, that scapula will pull straight out. I use Borrowdale. It's a free range product from Queensland in Australia. It's free range pork. It is no hormones. The pigs are very happy pigs, so they are very tasty. Probably some of the best pork that I have ever tasted here in Australia. I've worked very hard to find good brands, and Borrowdale is one of those brands that I really love to use when I cook. So today I'm going to use my base as Kansas City Championship, as always. Kansas City touch of cherry, and I'm going to layer it with the sweet rub of mine. The reason I'm using 2 sweet rubs is because you're going to get little bits of different flavors from that. The sweet rub of mine has a little bit of spice to it, so when you bite into that bark, as it's mixed through, you're going to get the intensity of the sweetness and also a little bit of heat, which I find quite pleasant. As always, any trimming I'm doing, I'm using my Victorinox knives. Victorinox, one of the most popular knives in the world. Very good product. Fillet knife, very flexible, and I love it for trimming. This is a semi-flexible boning knife. Probably won't use it much today, but I do use it a lot, especially when I'm doing a lamb shoulder for pulled lamb. Rightio, I'll start this off and I'll show you what I do. So, first thing we do is we've got our Boston butt here. Now, the good thing about Borrowdale is they are starting to work with competition teams, and they are learning how to prepare their meat for low and slow barbecue. Now this can almost go in with next to no trimming. And you go, what about all this fat on the other side? Well, that fat there isn't a hard fat. It is going to render down very nicely. So what I'm going to do, firstly, I'm going to rub it with mustard. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to trim some of these yucky little bits here. There's like a bit of a vein or something here. A little bit funny with that. Don't want that in there. Underneath where I'm cutting is the money muscle. It is the part that they use when they do competition. All of this fat here is just going to render down and is going to be very good in the pulled pork. It just makes it so much juicier. Just going to get rid of this yucky bit just here. Other than that, I'm not going to do that much trimming. And I think that's pretty much about it. Yep, that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is apply my rub. Start with my mustard. As always, French's mustard, I use French's because of the liquid content, and it just makes it easier to get into those little spots there, and helps not only seal it, but it helps the moisture stay in there. I've tried a few different sorts of pork, especially the free range versus the non-free range. I find that the free range has a more pleasant flavour. It's not as strong, and it doesn't have a really strong smell as well. It's nice to eat, nice to smell, and therefore you enjoy it more. So rightio, so what we're going to do now is we're going to apply our championship as our base rub. Again, this doesn't have to be very thick because it is purely exactly that, a base rub. We do want to cover the whole pork shoulder though. So we want to get onto the sides and the ends. This is a big piece of meat. It's probably in the vicinity of about 6 kilos. Now we're not going to layer the sides. What we're going to do is we want to get a little bit of rub on there, a little bit on there, and on this back side here. And you'll probably notice that I'm not putting any rub on the fat cap, because that fat cap is going to render down and you are going to lose any rub that you have on there. Rightio, so that's well covered now. We're going to go touch of cherry. And as you can see, it looks like a little granules of brown sugar on the top. That's the bit that's going to create your sticky glaze. Now we're going to go over the top with the sweet red of mine. Again, has a lot of sugar in it, but this is going to create an amazing bark. You go, oh, there's a lot of rub on there. Yeah, but it's going to create an amazing bark. Now that is pretty much all it is to preparing a pork shoulder. It is so easy. It's probably one of my most favourite things to cook, and especially for anybody just getting started out, it is really good. Alright, no dramas until next time. I'm Paul the Barbecue Guy, and happy barbecuing. Thanks, bye.